Y'all, one of my students sent me this article and I could not get to the internet fast enough to react to it because there are so many things wrong with this article that it's gonna be difficult to capture them in just one video, but we're gonna try. Okay, so let's get into this article. I am baffled. I am baffled by this article. And the reason that I'm so baffled by it is because in the headline, we used ChatGPT as our wedding planner. It saved us $5,000. Now, while I know that there was some clickbait involved in this headline, it still makes it that this couple thinks that ChatGPT is literally gonna replace their wedding planner. Now, in this article, it says that she received a quote from a New York City wedding planner for $5,000 and thought that that was just an outrageous cost. Now, I'd love to hear from some of my New York City wedding planners in the comments, but I can tell you right now that $5,000 is a really inexpensive cost for a wedding planner in New York. And likely what she was being quoted for was either an event manager, day of coordinator, wedding manager. There's no way that there was any sort of planning that was being part of this package, that was included as part of this package, because for $5,000 in New York City, that's a steal. That means that that person is gonna show up and execute your plans. So to be honest, she would have needed to still use ChatGPT anyway to help plan her wedding because that event manager was likely just gonna come and execute. So she says that she saved $5,000, but the funny thing about this article is that she hasn't had her wedding yet. Like, her wedding hasn't happened yet. And what I can tell you, and what I'm sure lots of my wedding pros who are watching this know, is that you don't get a redo on your wedding. So here we are saying, oh, she's gonna save $5,000 by not hiring a wedding planner. So who's gonna be executing all these plans that this bot put into place? Aunt Sally? No, Aunt Sally is the one who shows up to the reception and she's rearranging all the seating because she thinks she knows better, right? What happens when one of the groomsmen forgets their black socks or doesn't understand how to tie a bow tie? What happens when the cake starts melting or the florist is stuck on the interstate and they're not able to get to the reception with the flowers, right? Like, there's so many things that a human being behind the scenes that has expertise, that has knowledge of your industry, that has a great reputation and can pull favors as needed. There are so many things that a human being wedding planner does on wedding day that our couples never know about. And that's part of the problem with articles like this, is because we are so good. We are so good as wedding ninjas that we don't let our clients see any of the chaos happening behind the scenes, that they don't even understand the value of a wedding planner until after their wedding, when it's too late. So I kind of feel bad for this couple that's saying that they saved $5,000 by not hiring a wedding planner, because they literally think that this chatbot is all they need for their wedding. And then their mom, their sister, their friends can all handle the details. But guess what? Those people aren't professionals. They don't understand what's going on or how to do it. And so who do they ask on wedding day when they don't know? They go to the bride. And the bride is like, I'm trying to enjoy my wedding day, and here I am with all this stress on me, when all of that could have been avoided. All of that could have been avoided by just hiring a wedding planner. There is a time and a place where you need a human being. And listen, I'm fully aware that not all couples can afford a full service wedding planner. I'm very aware of that. And I think as an industry, we need to understand that it's not everybody's budget to be able to hire a wedding planner to fully plan and execute their wedding. And in that case, I think it works so well to have access to something like ChatGPT or Gemini, access to this AI that can help them to have some knowledge about what they're doing when they're planning the details of their wedding. But it does not take the place of the human being on site. And so as wedding planners, it is so imperative that we explain that experience to our couples, that we help them to understand that while this new technology can be helpful in their planning, and we should actually embrace it and encourage our couples to use it in their planning, that us on the wedding day, these are all of the things that we are going to be taking care of. You should be talking about that in your marketing, in your social media marketing. You should be talking about it in your website copy, during your sales consultations. All of those things need to explain the experience of working with a human, and not just any human, not just any warm body, but you as an expert in your field, as an expert in your market, as an expert who does this every single weekend and can troubleshoot all the things before the couple even notices. Because you guys, listen to me. Couples, if you're listening to this, I promise you, You will not feel like you saved money after your wedding when you realize that you wish you would have had a professional there to execute all of your carefully laid plans. You spend a year or more planning your wedding in every single detail, using a chatbot, AI, friends, Pinterest, all the things to help you plan these amazing details that you've dreamed about forever. And then to have no one there to execute those plans flawlessly, a professional to do that for you, those are the regrets that couples have after their wedding. And no amount of money is worth that in saving. You guys, I'd love for you to sound off in the comments. I want to hear from you, couples and wedding professionals. What do you think about how AI is going to affect our industry? I love having this conversation. I want to understand because AI is not going anywhere. It's only going to get stronger. And hey, make sure you're subscribed to my channel because we drop new content every single week to help you double and triple your profit in your wedding business.